everyone, so today's video is going to be another declutter video, and I did a declutter video a while back where I just decluttered my collection on my own and then just showed you all the products I decluttered, but I'm structuring this a little different. I'm actually showing the process of me going through and deciding what exactly I'm decluttering. So let me know if you like this version better of where you actually see my whole collection, see the process. And today's video is just going to be all of my lip products, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So these are all of my lip glosses currently. I store them in this little organizer, but obviously we have some overflow here. And also these spots are empty because I keep a few of them in my bathroom, just the glosses that are in like project pans and other projects. So this is not technically all of my glosses. I think I have about 42 in total. So my goal eventually would be to get it down so that they all fit just into this organizer. But for now, today I'm hoping to just declutter at least a few. So first I'm just going to take these out of this organizer. So first, I know I'm decluttering this Alamar Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Dolce because the stopper got stuck in the lid. So it's just kind of a mess now. Like, I don't even think I could use this without getting it everywhere. So it's kind of not usable. So I'm just gonna declutter it. I don't know how the stopper got stuck in the lid. Like, that's never happened to me before with any lip gloss or product. So I'm just gonna declutter this. Next, I have two of these by Beauty. I think they're the Amuse Bouche lip glosses, and these are really pigmented lip glosses, but these shades are very similar. This one is just a little bit more pink toned. This is the shade Whip, and then this one is a little bit more brown and warm. This is the shade Caramelized, but I think I'm just gonna declutter Caramelized because I don't think I would wear this as much, and I think I already have other shades that are similar to this. And then my Fenty glosses, I love these. These are some of my favorite gloss formulas, so I know I'm going to keep these. Also, the Wet n Wild glosses, I feel like I don't get too much use out of these, but I do love Wet n Wild as a brand, so I feel like I want to keep these, but I may have similar things. I'm just going to swatch them just to see if I can find anything similar. And obviously these are not the most unique. They're pretty nude shades, so I don't know. I might end up decluttering them in the future, but this one is actually a lot more pink, and I think it's more pink than most things I have in my collection already. So these e.l.f. lip glosses are more sheer, and I actually really love these as just a little tint to the lips. And then these other e.l.f. glosses are a little bit more pigmented, and I also really love this formula, so I definitely want to keep those. And then I have one of the Milani Nourishing lip glosses, which makes your lips tingly, and I really like this formula, so I know I want to keep that. And then I have a Iconic London gloss, which is pretty similar to the Alamar gloss, so I think I'm going to keep this since we decluttered that other one. It's just a peachy shade. And then we also have an Adesi gloss, which came in a BoxyCharm. This is also super pigmented, so I don't know. I feel like I might have similar shades to this, and I feel like I wouldn't really get much use out of it, so I might actually end up decluttering this. Let me just swatch this and see if it's similar. This is the Bare Minerals gloss in the shade Everything. It's just a little sample size. That isn't very similar, but I don't think I would get much use out of this. And actually, I think one of these NYX Butter Glosses might be pretty similar. So, I feel like I'm just not going to get much use out of this, so I am going to declutter it. And then I have a Buxom gloss, which I really love the formula of, so I also want to keep that, and I haven't gotten much use out of it yet. It's pretty new to my collection. Same with this Bare Minerals gloss. And this Appeal lipstick or lip gloss is actually a holographic, so it's pretty unique to my collection. So I definitely want to keep that. And then I have this Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Gloss in the shade, this is in the shade Peach Tea, and it's a lot more peachy than any of the glosses I have, I think. I'm also just going to swatch it just to see, because I feel like I might end up decluttering this in the future maybe. Let me just see if a couple of these are similar though. That is pretty similar, the shade Creme Brulee in one of the NYX Butter Glosses. So I actually think I might end up decluttering. I'm going to declutter this Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss. And this also came in a BoxyCharm, so I didn't spend my own money on it. Now, all of my NYX Butter Glosses I really love, so I don't think I'm going to end up decluttering any of these. These are some of my favorite formulas. I think I'm going to keep all of these. I do really love them, and I also bought them all myself, so I want to keep those. Now, these ColourPop glosses, I'm definitely going to get rid of these. We have 6 of their Ultra Glossy Lips, and then we have 6 of these So Juicy glosses. And I do really love the So Juicy gloss formula. It's pretty sticky, so if you don't like sticky glosses, you probably wouldn't like this, but it also makes your lips tingly, and I feel like it stays on your lips longer, probably because it is so sticky. But I do really enjoy this formula. So this is just a clear one, so I'm definitely going to keep this because I feel like it comes in handy. And some of these, I feel like these two are similar. This is the shade QT, and then this Ultra Glossy Lip is in the shade New Day. So I feel like I'm just going to get rid of this one. I'm just going to get rid of the shade QT in the So Juicy formula. Just because I feel like this packaging is prettier, and I think this might be limited edition, but I'm not sure. And then I feel like I want to get rid of another one of these So Juicy formulas just so that I can have an even number, because I'm weird like that. But I might get rid of this one because I feel like when you swatch these two, they're pretty similar. This swatch is a bit more sheer, and I feel like this isn't the most unique. So I'm going to get rid of this shade Let It Happen. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these just because I recently decluttered a bunch of these that were super old. So these are all like pretty much brand new, like they're new packaging. The packaging hasn't all rubbed off, so that's how I know they're pretty new. And I do also really love all these shades, and I have a good variety here. And these So Juicy glosses are pretty old, but I do really love this formula, so I am just going to keep these 4. And I also feel like I have a good variety with these. So I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to put them back into the organizer. And I know I didn't make as much progress as maybe I would have liked, but I'm happy with how much I did end up decluttering. So I'm happy with this now. There's not as much overflow, and obviously I did leave some spots for the glosses that are in my bathroom right now. But yeah, I'm a lot happier with this. So we ended up decluttering 6. So 2 of the So Juicy glosses in the shade Let It Happen and QT. And then the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss in the shade Peach Tea. The Bite Beauty Lip Gloss in the shade Caramelized. The Alamar Cosmetics Lip Gloss in the shade Dolce. And then also the Adesi lip gloss, and I don't think this has a shade name on it. No, it doesn't, which is interesting. But this did come in a BoxyCharm. Anyways, so I'm glad I was able to declutter 6. We're on our way to only having this filled with glosses. And for my overflow, I do have a spot where I keep just a mix of my glosses and liquid lipsticks and things like that. So I do have a place to put these still. I would like to declutter this a bit more. I just can't bring myself to. But, you know, this is a process. I have gotten rid of a lot already. And I recently did a declutter where I got rid of over 50 products, so I'm glad we were able to get this down a little bit. So I store my liquid lipsticks pretty much the same way I store my glosses. So I have this same little organizer, and obviously here's the overflow. I do, like my glosses, have a couple in my bathroom that are in projects and things. So I'm gonna take all these out of the organizer. First, I know I'm going to get rid of these two liquid lipsticks from ColourPop. These are super old, and I recently did a declutter actually, and I decluttered all my old ones. There was like 6 of them besides these two, because these are the shades Aquarius and Echo Park, and I just really love these. They're really pretty nude shades, but they're so old, I'm just going to get rid of them. I also have these 6 liquid lipsticks from ColourPop that are newer, and obviously, as you can see, it's still, the packaging hasn't rubbed off on them, so that's how I know they're the new ones. But I'm not sure what else I'm going to get rid of. I have all of these NYX soft matte lip creams, which I really enjoy this formula, and I like having deeper shades in this as well, because it's a really nice formula that you can either sheer out or build up. And I have these 2 Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks that came in BoxyCharms, and I really love the Dose of Colors formula. And some of these more high-end, or most of the high-end liquid lipsticks here did come in BoxyCharms, because I don't really buy most high-end lip products. So this also came in BoxyCharm. That's a Kat Von D. And I don't know, I feel like I don't want to get rid of them just because they're high-end and they're expensive. And then these 2 little mini steel ones I did buy, and I do enjoy these. This was recently in a project, and I do really love the ColourPop liquid lipstick formula, and a lot of these are blotted lips, and that's probably one of my favorite formulas, so I'm going to keep all of those. Like I said, I recently decluttered a bunch of ColourPop liquid lipsticks. And then I have an Ofra one, which is in the old packaging, and this is in the shade Verona, and Ofra is pretty expensive, so I do want to keep this. And this is another Ofra in the new packaging, which these both came in a BoxyCharm. This is in the shade Miami Fever, and I do like those warm shades. And then I have an e.l.f. liquid lipstick here I'm thinking of getting rid of, just because it's like a nude shade. It's not that unique, so I feel like I don't really need it. And I did used to have like 4 of these, and I ended up getting rid of all of them just because, I don't know, I was never using them, and I don't really use this too often. I feel like I like other formulas better. Not that this is bad. This is a really good lipstick, but I don't know, it's not very unique. So, and it's also inexpensive, even though I did buy this, but I might swatch a few others and see if I have like almost a dupe for it. So then I have a Huda Beauty liquid lip that came in a BoxyCharm. Like I said, I don't really buy high-end liquid lipsticks, but this is a really pretty color. And this Smashbox liquid lip is super old. This I got in like one of my first BoxyCharms, and it is kind of dried out, but I do love the shade of this, so I don't know. I feel like I might just get rid of this because really it's super dry and I never really use this anymore, so I think I'm going to declutter this. So I have one Wet n Wild liquid lip here, which I used to have a couple of these and I got rid of them. I don't know, I guess they just weren't very unique shades, and this isn't very unique either. It's a pretty nude shade, but I might end up decluttering this. I might try to find a few dupes. This is a Galactic liquid lip, which also came in a BoxyCharm, and I do really love the shade of this. It's pretty similar to some of the other ones I have though, but I don't know. This just holds a special place in my heart, so I think I'm going to keep this one. And I might swatch some of these, try to find dupes. And these NYX soft matte lip creams I do have in some deeper and brighter colors, just because I like this formula a lot. Yeah, so I think I might get rid of this e.l.f. liquid lip. This is in the shade Marvelous, which it's a pretty pink color, so that's an interesting name. And I do really love all of these NYX soft matte lip creams, like I said. I might actually get rid of this one just because it's so bright and I feel like I'm just never really gonna wear it. So this is in the shade Sydney, and I really like this formula though. And I actually have another one of these in my bathroom, so if I get rid of this, I will have an odd number, which really bothers me, even though it shouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one in the shade Sydney. And then I have 5 of the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip liquid lipsticks, and I really love this formula. Even though, sadly, Physicians Formula is not cruelty-free, I have had these for a while. And I think I'm gonna keep all of these. I do really love this formula, like I said, and they're some of my favorite shades. So I think I'm just gonna keep these 5. So I did not make as much progress as maybe I would have liked. I feel like, I don't know, I did get some good use out of this, and the Stila liquid lip in the shade Patina, I really like this actually as a liquid blush. So I might keep this almost as a blush and put it in my blush drawer. But this other shade, this is the shade Bossy, or it's B-A-C-I, so I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but I don't know, this is like a more cool tone liquid lip, so I don't have very many, I feel like there's not very many cool tones here, so let me see if this is similar. No, see, that's more warm too. So this is pretty unique to my liquid lip collection, but I also feel like I probably have a dupe that's similar to this in a lipstick formula. So I'm going to declutter this Stila liquid lip in the shade Bossy, B-A-C-I. So yeah, I feel like I have lipsticks this color and I just don't reach for, I don't wear liquid lipsticks too often anyway, so I feel like I don't need this many. So I'm also tempted to get rid of this Wet n Wild one just because I do really enjoy this formula, but I don't know, it's not the most unique shade. It's like a pretty average shade, but I also kind of want to keep it just to have one of these. Let me swatch some of these to see if they're similar. So I feel like this is a little bit more cool toned than most of these liquid lips, so I think I am going to keep this just because actually a lot of these are really warm toned. So I'm just gonna swatch a few of these because I feel like some of them are very similar, but I don't know, I just have like an attachment to these ones I got in BoxyCharm because they're all high-end and I don't buy high-end products very often.
So, I may get rid of this one. Let's see, that's a pretty unique shade.
This is a pretty deep shade that I feel like I wouldn't really wear or get use out of, and also the packaging is kind of long and skinny, so it's kind of just inconvenient, which is another reason for me to get rid of it. So this is in the shade Hawkwind from Kat Von D. I am going to get rid of this one. And Kat Von D isn't even Kat Von D anymore, so I think these are still available, but I'm just going to get rid of it anyway. So I think that's it for decluttering my liquid lipsticks. I'm just going to refill this organizer. Okay, so I'm actually very happy with this. As you can see, I only have one overflow. Now, that doesn't account for the couple that are in my bathroom right now, but I did surprisingly get rid of more than I thought I was going to. So these are the ones I got rid of. Hawkwind from Kat Von D, Stila in the shade Bossy, NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Sydney, the e.l.f. liquid lip in the shade Marvelous, 2 of the ColourPop liquid lips in the shade Aquarius and Echo Park, and then also the Smashbox liquid lip in the shade In Demand. So I am pretty happy with how many I actually decluttered because I wasn't expecting to declutter this many, but I'm glad I am pretty close to fitting all of them into this one organizer. So I just filmed this whole thing and my phone wasn't recording, so let's try this again. So these are all of my ColourPop lipsticks, and these ones without the colors on the bottom are the old ones. So I'm gonna be getting rid of these 5. These are the shades Come On Sis, What's Your Sign, Appy, Still Crazy, and Third Eye. So I'm going to be decluttering these just because they're older and they're all pretty nude shades, so they're not the most unique. And as you can see, these 2 don't have the color stickers on them either. But I went through and swatched these the other day, and these are more unique, prettier shades. So I do want to keep these just because this one's like more of a brick red, and then this one's a really pretty nude shade that I couldn't find a dupe for. So those are the shades Layover and then Money Moves. Now I have all of these ColourPop lippy sticks, and most of these are pretty old. I did already end up decluttering a good portion of my lippy sticks, and 2 of these though are pretty, not new, but I bought them within the last year. So I'm going to be decluttering these 4 in the shades Frida, Lumiere, Cami, and Razor, just because those are the old ones. And then the 2 I'm keeping are the shades At Twilight and Parker. Now these Stila lipsticks are a little bit more matte, so I am going to be keeping these just because they're a matte formula, and a lot of these are like glossy or satin finishes. So these are the shades Papillon and Mon Ami. And then I have a few lip tints here. So these 2 are from Catrice, and I really love this formula and these colors, so I'm going to be keeping these 2. And then I have a couple of the ColourPop Just a Tints, and these are not my favorite formula, but the color, the strand, is like the perfect shade for me. It's like a My Lips but better color. And these are a little bit drying on my lips. They feel good when you first apply them, but then when they wear off, I feel like my lips get kind of dry. But I'm going to be keeping these for now just because I don't have too many lip tints like that. So I might end up decluttering those in the future. And then this is a Giorgio Armani lipstick, little sample size that I got a while ago. And I really love this shade. It's like a perfect pink color, so I am going to be keeping this. And then I have a Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Chai, and this is a deeper shade, so I am going to be keeping this as well. This is a little bit newer to my collection. Same with this Clinique lipstick in the shade Bear Pop. This is also pretty new to my collection, so I will be keeping this even though it's not cruelty free. Then in here I have some Sephora Lip Stories lipsticks, and I really love these lipsticks. They're really inexpensive, obviously, because they're the Sephora brand, and I love the formula as well. They have a matte formula in this range, and then also like a more satin formula. Then I have some Milani lipsticks, and I really love these as well. These are a little bit more glossy on your lips too, so they're a bit more natural. So I have 3 of those I'm going to be keeping. And then I have some e.l.f. lipsticks, and these are the Touch. This is in the shade Touch of Nude, and the other one is the shade Touch of Pink. So these are really sheer lipsticks, so they kind of give that lip tint effect, which I really like. And then I have a Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Ludwig, and this is more of a cool tone, so I do want to keep this because I don't have many cool tone lipsticks. And like you saw with my liquid lipsticks, I don't have very many cool tones in those either, so I do want to keep this. Then I have some of the Essence Ultra Last Instant colors, and I do really love Essence products. They're really inexpensive, but they're still really good quality. So I do want to keep these because I did end up decluttering a few of my other Essence lipsticks just because they weren't very unique shades and I had dupes of them in my collection. And then the last lipstick we have here, I will be decluttering. This is the Physicians Formula Mirror Mirror Butter. And it's in the shade Pinkini, but I don't like this packaging. When you roll it up, you can't roll it back down, which doesn't really make sense. I don't understand why brands do that. And also, this formula is super, like, soft. It's almost, like, too buttery. So I find it's just kind of really messy. And as you can see from filming this before, I did a bunch of swatches on my hands. So this isn't a very unique shade. I do have colors like this already in my collection. And the thing with this organizer is that it fits like average normal size lipsticks really well, but then if you try to put like any kind of like longer lipsticks, they stick out a lot and they don't fit very nicely. So I find that I kind of have to put like normal size lipsticks in here. So I might fill this with some of my liquid lipsticks or glosses. So I do need to like kind of reorganize this, and since I just decluttered so much, I kind of need to reorganize all of my organizers. So that's like a whole nother project, so I'll do that later. But these are the lipsticks I ended up getting rid of. So we have 5 ColourPop lipsticks, 4 of the ColourPop lippy sticks, and then 1 Physicians Formula lipstick. So I'm really glad with this progress. As you can see, I don't have nearly as much overflow now, and I'm really happy with this amount of lipsticks. Of course, I do have a few in my bathroom that are in projects, but I'm okay with that because I have decluttered so many lipsticks. I used to have a huge overflow that I had to put away in like a drawer because I couldn't find any other spot to put them. But I do have other organizers, like I said before, that's just kind of a mixture of all my different lip products. So I do still have a place to put these. So that's it for today's video. Like I said, let me know down below in the comments if you enjoy the structure of this video better, where I go through and actually show you the process of me decluttering. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.